Strong masculine decks are rare in Tarot world, and today I'll be showing you one of those, hot off the press. Hey, welcome back. And if you're new to the channel, I'm Jay and this is Lunar Oracle I, where I bring you weekly Tarot and Oracle deck reviews to inspire readings. Also with the help of Professor Kotnik over there, who helps me to put together the poor meter scales and provide advice in the background. And the deck I'll be showing you today is Runic Oracle. It's a new release by Rockpool Publishing based in Australia. The deck was created by Richard Lester, who is also known for a few books and courses on runes, with the help of Swedish-born illustrator Selena Moon, who now lives in Australia. Let's have a look at this deck together. Runic Oracle comes in a beautiful waxy finish box. It's from Rockpool Publishing, and I like that. If you can see here, the writing here is embossed and with this bit of a shiny finish. Everything other than the signs here and this ornament is quite nice. And the box has thumb cutouts, which is also useful. It's trying to open the deck, yay, with ease. Inside we've got this rune symbol combination. And if you are into runes, by the way, I would love to know what you think of this, because I'm nowhere near an expert. I have some very basic understanding what they are, and this seems to be next level. Book is quite nice. We'll take a look at it when we do a test reading. And in the box, of course, we have a few cards, 44 to be exact. It's got a nice ribbon here, like this touch. As you can see here, you've got this beautiful gilding. I've never seen this color before. It's neon green. I'm sure it's got a proper Pantene color, but I'm not sure what that is. Cards are quite wide, and this is not a riffle shuffle friendly deck, I would tell you that, but you're not going to do it with Oracle cards anyway. On the back of a card, you've got all the runes listed here with the same symbol you probably saw already. The cards don't have a border, they're borderless, and they're quite nice. Also, they have a gloss finish, which is quite nice. The deck has two parts to it. There are rune cards that you're seeing right now. It's 24 of them, and you also have the Norse gods part, so that's the second half. The artwork is collage-like, as you can see here, collage, and it's combining photographs with some symbology as well. Normally, if we have a look at the runes here, you will see there is a rune prominently displayed on the card first, and then you've got some imagery behind it here. And the meaning of the cards is written here, which is useful if you don't know the runes. So it's targeting both those experienced in runes and someone like me who's got no idea what's happening here. Now, one thing that tricked me a little bit, I actually thought these are the runes, but in fact they're not. This is just English pronunciation of the rune written in these funky fonts. And I don't know how I feel about this one. I thought there was something wrong with my eyes first, but it turns out that just the way they've written them. And I think it could have been a little bit easier, but it's not a big issue. You can get used to it. Now, artwork is quite dark. I think this deck would be really good for shadow work potentially, or ancestral readings, but it also have bright cards like this one here. There's also cards for love or bliss, like this one here, the Wundo. You see what I mean now? It's very difficult to figure out what it actually says, just because the fonts are quite unique. And if you want to see all 44 cards, there's a flip through at the end of the video without me talking, which is a good thing or a bad thing, you decide. Now, the artwork is also quite striking. For instance, this can be quite an intense card. This is the rune 4, Ansuz, representing song, speech, or mouth, as you can see here, or this example here, Angra Boda, a deity representing fury, primal magic, and primal feminine. She looks like she's very intense, this lady here. And I like how they have multiple layers of images. Sometimes you can make out what they are, sometimes not. It takes a bit of time. I think that allows for some exploration. Like this one here, I can't make out if there's a bird here or something else. There's definitely a ring here. This one here, it took me a while to figure out. There's actually an ox right here in front of it, in front of the image behind the rune. And there's another one right here. But they kind of blend together with the sunrise, and it looks like a bulrush to me, something like that. Let me show you some of my other favorite cards in this deck. This one here, I quite like. It's a rune called Naufis, if I got it correctly. Need, yearning, or desire. I quite like the heart here, and it's sort of a very serious card, but then you have this love heart here drawn in the sand, which is also really cool. It shows a bit of a contrast between the two, and you have this prominent cross in the back as well. Quite like this card. For some reason it reminded me of the bottle of Jägermeister, the famous drink 20 years ago. I don't know if people still into drinking Jägermeister and and vodka. Freya. I don't like this card. You know why? You probably guessed why. Because you got not just one but two cats. So that made Freya our favorite cat, and Dr. Kotnik there in the back will agree with me. Now, the way these cards are suggested to be read is that you can either split them into two categories, the runes and deities separately, do a reading with runes, and then pull a deity card as a clarifier. Or you can just do it the old school way. You just shuffle all the cards, pull what you want using one of the spreads. And this is what we're going to do now. Let's just draw one card out, and I would like to ask a question. What energies will tomorrow bring for me? Travel dimensions, changing states, holding energy. It's quite interesting because I'm going to be spending next few weeks with my parents, who are actually traveling to visit me. And this is quite interesting because they'll be changing states. I don't know if you spend any time with your parents. No matter how old you are, you're still a child in their view. So I think it's quite well spelled out here. Let me have a look at the meaning of a card. And by the way, this is the guidebook, as I promised. So it's a bit of an introduction, a backstory, and how to use the deck, which we talked about a little bit. And then the way to read the deck. The first way I described to, and the second way, which we are practicing now, and some sample reads. Now, we're not doing 3-card read, we're just going to do 1-card read, like this one here. So we draw number 13. Let's take a quick look at that. There you go. So the cards have the zodiac sign and a few other things, like a color and crystal and planet and the god. And there's an inspiration there and the affirmation, I can do this. Yeah, definitely. When Ehwaz shows up in reading all life, Ehwaz, the rune of yew tree, is the rune of practicality, of carrying energy and making sure it works. Yew wood was used in ancient Europe to carry fire from one camp to the next. Without fire, the camp fails, village falls, and wolves feast. Back in the day, yew was used to carry fire from one camp to another in little wooden pots that burned slowly. This is the energy being attracted to you now. The energy is practical, businesslike, and not wanting to mess around. This is the vibe in your year, your aura. Ehwaz is asking you to look into where you can be more practical, more businesslike, get the job done. Feel into the world. Where can you increase the equilibrium of practicality? So I quite like it. It gives you a bit of a background on the rune. It talks a little bit about how this was used and what the meaning of it is. Also gives you some practical questions that you can meditate on it, or you can put the car in an altar and serve it as a reminder for the day. Quite nice. This deck is ideal if you read for male clients or prefer decks with a strong masculine energy. It's also really good if you want to explore masculine energy for yourself and like to do ancestral or shadow readings. I will also say that if you're into Scandinavian or Norse mythology, runes, this is definitely going to hit that sweet spot. Where I think some drawbacks with this deck is it may not be as versatile as others, and it also has a little bit of a confusing writing for the name of the runes if you don't explore that, but it's something you can easily get used to. I'm giving this deck 4 paws on the cat meter, and this is my thinking. This deck ticks a lot of boxes. Excellent production quality from Rockpool, waxy finish of the box, the cardstock and quite unique gilding are excellent. I think the deck is well structured and they explore this Nordic theme quite well, though it doesn't push into must-own category unless you really love runes or into the whole Nordic mythology. This is it for today. If you got something out of it, feel free to subscribe, and if you'd like to support what I do, you'll find everything you need in the description. Thank you for watching, enjoy your flip through, and I will see you in the next one.